All right, Brady, we continue our countdown. We're now having a look at where we predict the 12th place side, and that'll be the Panthers, how they go in 2020.
Not quite that 5-year aim of Gould
No.
to win the comp within the 5-year period, but let's see. Let's see what we think their strengths and weaknesses are.
All right. Do you want to look at their strengths?
Yeah, well, we've basically said that Kickow and their forward pack is the strength. They picked up Carousel from Manly. He's a great hooker. I like him. Their forward pack looks really strong.
Yeah, and also
Fisher Harris.
Another good buy is Tedovano from
Roosters
as well.
Yeah, he's a good buy. Their forward pack's quite strong.
But with the weaknesses, the big glaring one for us is that James Maloney is no longer there, and that means that Cleary has to run the ship on his own. So that's something he hasn't done before. He's still a young man.
And fullback's going to be a bit of trouble as well.
Look, they've got some really brilliant young kids there, but it's pretty inexperienced young backline. Big questions. Cleary got the boot a few years ago and went to West Tigers and had a bit of success there. And then, of course, he was brought back. Hook was hooked, and he's back there, and because they demanded results, even though he wasn't going too bad. I think they were about fifth at the time when we've got the bullet. What will happen this year if there's another poor year? Will he get sacked for the second time?
I don't think they'll sack him straight. I think they'll keep him for. I think he's got a job for 2 years, no matter what. I don't think he'll guarantee it more than 2 years, but I think he's got a job for 2 years.
This is his second year.
Yeah, he's in his second and third year.
Okay, sure. So let's have a look at the ends. Do you want to go through their ends?
Yeah, well, Carousel, we just mentioned him. You mentioned the Roosters forward, and then also the one we haven't mentioned so far is Kurt Capewell. He's a good buy, very good buy. He can play centre or back row. Yeah. You might find him in the centres actually with the forward back they've got, and you can always move into the back row if there's any injuries.
Perfect number 14, isn't he?
Yeah.
Some of the couple of big ones. Katoa's gone to the Bulldogs, and Campbell Gillard probably needed that refresh, and he's gone to the Eels.
Yeah, and they've lost Blake halfway through last year too.
That's right. Yeah.
He's a big loss.
All right. Let's have a look at the Knights. They really faded poorly last year, didn't they? And we've got them down to 11th for 2020.
Correct.
The strengths, I think that that bond between that Ponga and Pearce last year, especially in the first half of the season, got them to where they needed to be. And if Jaden Brayley could be a good addition to that spine, looking out, good things can happen. But I think they have to really get the ground running straight away.
Yeah, they're a side that seems to get rid of 3 or 4 players and bring in 3 or 4 players, don't they, every year? There's no real stability to the Newcastle Knights as yet, and they've changed coach, a couple of times now. Brown, obviously, last year, and now O'Brien. O'Brien's got to hit the ground running himself as a coach.
Coaches.
Yeah, I'm sold on the Knights.
No. All right, we'll look at...
Ponga signed that new 4-year deal where he can go to the All Blacks. He hasn't signed, sorry, they put forward a 4-year deal.
He punned his manager. He's got his father doing his management.
That always works.
That works well, just like some of those tennis players.
It's worked well all over the time.
Number of journeymen, I guess, at that club too, probably on their last chance saloon. The big question for me is with Carlin Ponga again. Kenny, he needs to really stamp himself. He is brilliant in patches, and he needs to, I guess, do that to be in that elite class with the Tedesco's and company. That he needs to do that all year round, including representing football. Ins, well, we've got Jaden Brayley.
Yeah, solid.
Yep, solid. He, the 2 Brayley brothers at Brayley. Move a couple of outside backs from the Broncos and the Cowboys in Chitasaki and Tuala.
Yeah, I almost count Moga as a. Yeah, he only played a couple of games. He was really good in those couple of games he played for Newcastle near the end of last year. So you got to almost count him as a new. They lost Jesse Raymond. Danny Levi was an interesting one.
Yeah, I couldn't understand that.
I couldn't understand that one. Yeah. I know they got Brayley, but I would have kept Levi there somewhere.
It's going to be interesting. But in the outs, obviously, Sean Kenny Dow, who's born English football, so was James Gabet and Jamie Buer. So really,
I think those 3 were. Time was up, unfortunately, for those 3. I mean, 2 of them had really good careers. All of them had great good careers, but time was up. It was time.
All right, that's our 12 and 11. We'll obviously preview the next couple of runs up the ladder next week. We'd like to hear your opinion how we go. Do check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. and we'll have the next couple of sides next week.